Alright, welcome back to Stardew Valley. This time I have topics to talk, or some topics to talk about. I need to pull up the document. I almost forgot to do that. But we will continue here in a second once I have these pulled up. I did not take them from comments. I decided to do them myself this time. But if someone can think, if people actually come up with topics in future episodes, then I will use those. Alright, let's go head into the farm and... Alright, my first topic is... I have quite a few music-related topics, because I am a music nerd. My first topic is Raccoon Tours the Denton Weaver, because that came out in December, and I've been obsessed with it since. I was waiting for it since fall 28, actually summerish 2018, and like, it was worth the wait. It's an amazing album. Though I would recommend personally going with the canon track list, which starts with the title track. And both track lists end with Funeral Song, which is an absolute amazing closer. And yeah, just the album itself is just absolutely amazing. Like, I'm gonna pull up a track list for this album so I can go over each song and talk about how fucking amazing it is. And then I'm going to plant and water all of my crops while I'm talking about it. Okay, the title track, Denton Weaver. This is not personally this is not my personal favorite song on the album, though I think it is Nate, the vocalist's personal favorite. And I understand completely why it's his personal favorite. Its lyrics are absolutely brilliant. Its mixing is incredible, like, absolutely incredible. Like, genuinely, like, and, like, the bridge is absolutely amazing in my personal opinion, especially with the softer vocals, and I absolutely love it. Now, Mount Hekla, this is my personal favorite song on the album. To explain what that song is about, it's basically about falling in love when the world is ending. That's basically the gist. That's the most basic form of it. It is absolutely amazing. I love the synth in it. I love every part of the instrumental. The drums are great. The guitars, just the vocals are probably that's one of my favorite vocal performances on the album. It's absolutely fantastic. Oh, I have no water in I need to refill my water in the watering. Converse County, though. The Converse County is absolutely crushing lyrically, but oh my god, that song is absolutely amazing. It's one of my other favorites on the album, though. If you asked me what my favorite is, though Mount Hekla is my favorite, basically I would end up listing the entire album at that point, because I love every single song on the album. But Converse County, lyrically one of my favorites. To me, that song almost feels like something that a group of pirates would end up singing during a storm. I don't know why I have that feeling. And then there's Trophy Street, which is like a cave town style, like, kind of interlude. And it's absolutely gorgeous. Probably one of the most beautiful things I have heard put to recording in my life. like, genuinely, vocally especially, but the ukulele is absolutely gorgeous. The subtle reverbed out guitar near the end. And then there's Nightmare Eyes. Actually, no, Nightmare Eyes is my favorite on the album. I've neglected to mention this because it's not as... It doesn't seem as prominent in the songs I've mentioned before on the album, but there is heavy Night in the Woods influence, and that being my favorite game, I know I haven't recorded that much, but that's because I need to get that on PC. There's heavy Night in the Woods influence, especially in Nightmare Eyes and the song after this. Nightmare Eyes is stripped back, kind of like Trophy Street, but not as much. And lyrically, it's, again, one of my favorites on the album, especially because of the Night in the Woods references you can catch from it. It's not exclusively Night in the Woods references or anything. There is a deeper part of it, but my favorite parts of it are the Night in the Woods references. And then there's Mischief Night, which I don't think is quite as filled with Night in the Woods references, but overall it reminds me a lot of the chemistry between Greg and May in that game. If y'all have played the full game, because I only recorded about 3 parts of it before I ended up giving up because of my capture card absolutely giving out. I promise y'all I will end up finishing that at some point. I will most likely end up getting it on PC and just restarting the series entirely. Probably make new thumbnails for it too. And hopefully I'll be able to come up with better commentary for parts of it. But yeah. And then there's Horror Show, which was the first single, and Hekla's feature in this song is fucking great. Though it is mostly backing vocals, it's still absolutely amazing. And lyrics in this song are, well, not as dense as some of the rest of the album. They're still pretty damn good. And it has probably one of my favorite bridges on the entire album, especially vocally. I absolutely love Nate's vocals in the bridge in that song. And then there's Fuck, one of my other favorite lyrically, an absolutely bitter as fuck breakup song. It is so bitter, and it's catchy as hell too. It's like, what if 21 Pilots went punk? Like, seriously, it's so fucking good. It is absolutely amazing. And that bridge, it is... Oh, the scream at the end of the bridge is just... The screaming of fuck at the end of the bridge is just so cathartic. That is like one of my favorite parts in any of the songs on the album. Then there's So Far and Running, the song we've heard first. But we heard a demo version that's about half the length, or maybe not half, like a 2/3 maybe the length. There is a whole, like, bridge or verse added near the end, and the vocal layering in this particular song is probably my favorite on the album. But the vocal layering in the chorus on this particular song is fucking incredible. Like, seriously, like, oh my god. And then there's Funeral Song, which is an absolutely stellar closer, I would say. I know I'm distracted by talking about music, and I'm not actually doing much in terms of playing the game, but the Funeral Song is an absolutely stellar closer. The solo at the end of that song, kudos to Jordan Thornquist for that one. That solo. Kudos to everyone who worked on this album, though. Brett Romness was great on drums and production. The production and mixing of this album is probably my favorite of any album in this genre. Which I guess they kind of call it like they call emo. But I would call it, like, it's a weird mixture of... Let me see, like, what I particularly called it a mixture of, which I think I still stand by. It's a good mixture of pop-punk, Midwest emo, Cavetown-esque stuff, and whatever the fuck genre 21 Pilots would be, basically. That's basically what I would call it. And it's absolutely amazing. It is probably... And again, this is probably my favorite mixed and produced album in this kind of genre ever. It is absolutely stellar on that front. And then there's the Sunset Tree by the Mountain Goats, which is folk rock, basically. Folk rock, mostly. That album, lyrically, is absolutely... holy fucking shit. Like, oh my god, that album is lyrically absolutely devastating. Especially songs like This Year. That song absolutely makes me... That makes me tear up every time I listen to it. Holy fucking shit. And then there's Lion's Teeth, which is intense as all fuck. And then... I probably won't talk about every song on this album, because I'm not as familiar with this particular album as I am with Denton Weaver or the next album I'm talking about. But it's... What I'm familiar with on this album is absolutely insane. Dilaudid is mostly just strings and vocals, and intent. The vocals are so intense in this song. It holy fucking shit. Oh my god. But yeah. And then there's other songs like... Hold on, let me pull up the whole track list. Oh, that's copyrighted. I forgot my phone speakers were on. Yeah, I'm honestly not as familiar with this particular album as the others, but what I know of it is absolutely fantastic. And then there's Everything Is Man Alive. Probably my favorite album potentially ever at this point. It is an absolutely incredible album lyrically, production-wise, instrumentally. It's just insane. Opener, Mikey's Your Boyfriend. It's spelled Mikey's Your BF, but it is pronounced Mikey's Your Boyfriend, and oh my god, it is... The synth sound in that song is insane. The bass line is absolutely amazing. Lyrically, it's a bit of a mindfuck, but that's to be expected with everything. Sometimes the lyrics are a bit of a mindfuck. And it's just an absolutely insanely good song. And then there's Cordy Finger, which is basically, what would it be like if people just... It's what would it be like in the future where people like recover technology, etc., and all that, etc. School and absolutely insane song, lyrically and instrumentally. Especially instrumentally, the bass line in the second... The instrumental switch up especially is so fucking amazing. Like, oh my god, I love that switch up so much. It's just fucking incredible. But like... Then Leave the Engine Room, which is a song it's a song that took an age and a half to grow on me, but once it grew on me, it really grew on me. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then there's Final Form. You need to either use good speakers or a great pair of headphones to listen to this song. The production and mixing of the synths and the panning, just in general, in this song is absolute insanity, and the lyrics are absolutely crushing. They're about someone who basically, if I remember correctly, it's about someone who has a condition to where they're so physically just fucked that they just can't, they damn near can't function. It's absolutely crushing, and oh my god. Yeah, I would recommend turning the lights off or down, wearing good headphones or using good speakers, pulling up the lyrics. It's just fucking insane. And then Photoshop Handsome is just a fucking banger. It's about... It deals with topics of, like, reincarnation and shit. And it's just a straight up banger. And then 2 for Nero. I honestly don't even know the lyrical content of... Or I know what the lyrics are, I don't know exactly what it's about. I need to research this one particularly more, but... Yeah, no, I have absolutely no idea what the hell this song's about, but it's fucking amazing, and especially the last half when the drums come in is absolutely beautiful. And Suffragette, absolute banger. When the garage rocky kind of guitars come in, it's fucking amazing. It's just... oh my god. Then there's Come Alive, Diana. This is one of the songs that I think the band really doesn't like the execution of it, looking back. And I don't understand why they don't like it. It's so fucking good. Especially the one little bass lick near the end of the song is just... oh, it's so good. And then there's NASA is on Your Side, which is one where I still don't know about. It's the song still confuses me, but it's a fucking amazing song. And then there's 10, which is, from what I've heard, is about depression, which actually fucking fits. And this is the most beautiful song I've ever heard, musically and etc. Just like, this particular song is literally the most beautiful thing I've ever heard in my entire life. And Waits is a really nice closer too. And I was going to talk about another album, but I've realized we've gone a good chunk of the video just talking about this and not talking about anything else that I had planned to talk about. So I will split up some of my topics for the next video. I'm going to talk about some recording plans I have for, like, one-off videos or series, potentially even. We were thinking, me and the other two in my group were thinking of recording Mario Party Superstars, and we'd be going through every board, and I don't know if it would just be the 3 of us or the 3 of us and somebody else, but we were thinking of going through all those boards and making that into a series. But for now, that's the only thing that's, like, set, aside from some other stuff that I don't know if I should talk about right now. And then there's also, I want to talk about the Discord server that I link in the description of every video, but I don't talk about it a lot. That's where I hang out most of the time, other than one of my friends' other Discord servers and my group chat that I'm in with the other 2 guys that I was talking about, the 2 guys I was talking about. But yeah, I hang out in that Discord server a decent chunk, or I try to, but it is so inactive lately because no one other than me, that one of my friends, and someone else ever talks in it. But we're trying to make it more active, or at least I'm trying to make it more active. And I'm thinking of starting events in this Discord server, or really even just game nights, depending on if anyone's available. And potentially scheduling them, but I'm not good with scheduling, so I might have to work around that a bit first. But if we can work around schedules and everything, then we can set up events like karaoke nights, game nights, etc. Movie nights even, I'm thinking. I'm thinking the first movie night I want to do is either Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Tick Tick Boom, or the Sonic movie. Not the second Sonic movie that's not out yet, the original Sonic movie, in preparation for the second. I am about to pass out in-game here. I need to head into the house here. I should have saved some of that food that I did not save. I was not paying attention to my in-game energy because I was talking too much. Anyways, yeah, I'm thinking of trying to set up in-game events and things like that if I can. I don't know how it's gonna work, but if y'all want to join the Discord server, I'll leave a link to that in the description like I always do. And I try to be in the voice chat as often as I can, even if I'm not setting up events or anything of the sort. Yeah, I try to be in the voice chat pretty damn often. Plus, we have some other stuff we talk about, like, we do have a couple people here who talk about game development. There's some projects that if y'all want to hear about, y'all can join the Discord, and if y'all want to hear about it, or want to help us with them, we can fill you in on that. We're not we're more in the idea phase for most of them, but we're trying to get to the development phase for something. But we need help. We need a lot of help. We need help with people who know Unity, Unreal, and potentially, like, Doom engines. But if people want to help us with that, y'all can join the Discord server, or even DM me. I might leave my Discord tag in the description too, just so y'all know. If y'all don't necessarily want to... Well, y'all would have to join the server most of the time, unless y'all want to, like, create a group chat with just the people who want to talk about game dev stuff. But, yeah, we need people who can work with Unity, Unreal, and, is it GZ Doom? I think it's GZ Doom. Because we have quite a few game ideas that we are hoping at some point to get off the ground. We were trying to do that last year, but it went nowhere. We tried to last year, it just went fucking nowhere. And I hope to get it somewhere this year. We're already almost a quarter of the way into the year, and it's still gone nowhere aside from the well, there's the flower dance. That's an event I can go to. It's gone nowhere aside from like, yeah, a few things. Apparently I already have really shitty energy, so maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should avoid that. But yeah. That's mostly all I have to talk about. Aside from the few things that I'm gonna save for the next video, because I don't want to make this video too long, or I want to... It's already 23 minutes, and this is about the length I want to make these, so... Yeah, I'll save some of my topics for the next few videos, and I'll see y'all in the next video stream, or wherever you see me. Maybe in the Discord, maybe on social media, whatever.